We're here on the 2nd of August. It's Wednesday, one day before our open house, so I'm taking a sneak walk around to put some photos together for you guys to take a look at what we have on display. And we start with one of our big highlights for this season for young plants and for finished plants, and that's Sunbeckia, Rudbeckia. We offer these in liners from tissue culture, and you can see there's different varieties. If we walked around this display, there's about 6 different varieties we're offering this year. They are an annual. They go great all summer for summer sales and to go out with early fall mums. Here we have a new type of Pachoa from the breeder Selecta. These are the En Viva series. There's 4 colors. Right here we have a little bit of red, white, and blue. And this is like a Calibrachoa on steroids or a small flower petunia, depending how you look at it. We're looking at Alternathera dentata Brazilian Red. It's not a new variety, but it's new for us, and it has some nice variegation. You can see this is out in full sun, and even though it's variegated, all the leaves have a reddish tone. When it's in the greenhouse, before it gets outside, there's more of a whitish coloration with more variegation. So it takes a little shade, and definitely, as you can see, full sun. We're looking at our favorite cypress, our best-selling cypress. This is Nile Princess, and once it gets to this height, it stays at this height. It's very uniform. We have smaller types of cypress, and we've also got taller cypress. Here's a variety we've had for years, Solanum Ratinetti Variegata. Just showing you something fun that we've been doing the last few years. We will make trees by growing them pot to pot in the fall and winter, and then letting them puff up in the spring. This is some of our Thunbergia. This is one of the best sellers of all our young plant program. We feel like we specialize in these, and we find that the 2 in front here, the lemon and the Sunny Susie Rose Sensation, are by far the most popular out of all these. We're looking at a new series of coleus from Duman. These are called the Downtown series. The colors are quite different from one variety to another. They also have a much narrower leaf than many of the other coleus. We're looking at Petunia Cascadia Indian Summer. This is not a new variety, of course, but I pointed out just because it's been so popular and continues to be popular. So we're looking at Mini Famous Pink Hawaii, and this has nice differentiation in the flower petals. And now Selecta has come out with a similar pattern, and this one they call Red Hawaii. This is new for us. It's Mini Famous Neo Pink Radiance, and you can see a nice color differential between the flowers within the flower and as they open and when they finish opening, how they turn that richer pink color. We're looking at a new plant for us. It's Hypericum Magic Marbles Red, and as stated in the title name, here's our red marbles just sizing up now, and it starts out with a nice yellow flower. These are hardy quite farther south of us, maybe in the mid-Atlantic states, but I wouldn't try and keep them in the New England states over winter. We're looking at Eucalyptus Baby Blue. In our catalog, we've had Baby Blue and Silver Dollars the last couple years. This year we have 3 new varieties that you might want to consider. Looking at some Syngenta Lantana. There's so many series now. We find that the Bandana series is a good workhorse. All the colors seem to be well balanced. There's also a standalone Syngenta Lantana called Hot Blooded, which is quite red as far as reds go in Lantana, that is very popular. And then there's also a Bandalista group from Syngenta that we worked with this past year, and find that it's just a little more aggressive than the bandanas and has made some really successful hanging baskets because it grows just a little bit faster in the north than the bandana group. We're very pleased this year to be able to have great lobelia in the month of August. Usually they get pretty tired by now, and regardless of the series, they all look pretty good. We've got nice selections from Syngenta and from Westhoff and Selecta, so you've got plenty to choose from. Right now, at this moment, this Techno Dark Blue is outstanding, good size with beautiful color. There's so many great multi-liners, or I should say combination planters in today's offering, and here's a new one, a Trixie called Sunshiny Day, that we feel stands out. Just looking at a few different verbenas that are standing out at this time of year from different series. For example, we have these Vanessa Compacts from Danziger. We've got a nice compact series such as the Vapita Polar White from Innova Plant. And we've also got quite a group of lanais, such as this lanai white that looks great at this time of year. Here's a great quick combo from Syngenta. It's called Itsy Trifection, and if you look at the flowers, they are very small, and if you grew the white all by itself from a distance, it almost looks like a white bacopa, with the benefit of being able to stay in full bloom all summer, whereas a bacopa might peter out with the heat. Okay, we're looking at Crazy Tunia Iced Berry. Crazy Tunia Lighthouse Pink. We find the Capella series of petunias to be the most compact and friendly to grow in 4-inch and mounded hangers, and this one is it was a surprise this year. Sangria. It was very, very nice differentiation between the color pattern. Here's a nice group of first year flowering Echinacea. These are all the Sombrero series. So they were not potted until about the middle of March, and they love to grow like an annual. No need to overwinter them. So we are carrying, as in the past, the Gerbera from tissue culture from the company Florist, which is now part of Hilverda. We are working with the Patio series with the big flowers, beautiful patterns, and the Garvinias. They're all beautiful. We will say that the Garvinia is a little bit friendlier to grow, and although they both do well in the garden, the Garvinia with the slightly smaller flowers bush out and flower longer in the season and have little to no powdery mildew problems. We've got a couple great yellow petunias. One is from Duman, such as this one, the Yellowstone Forever, and the other is the Capella Hello Yellow. They're both really rich yellow colors. I would say the Capella Hello Yellow is more compact, and the Yellowstone Forever is a much wider growing plant, but both full growing. We found this bright colored Syngenta combo, quick combo. It's called Banana Pancakes. This was very popular this year. This is a Westhoff combination. It's just two varieties called Blackberry Tart, and you can see the chameleon varieties in here that play well together. Not a new variety, but this headliner Dark Violet Picotee from Selecta. Somewhat, I don't know if everyone knows about it. It's a great performer and has good color contrast. Here's an example of the Bandolista series, and this is Bandolista Red Chili. It's had really good color all summer. So here we are in a display of hangers, and what we've done here is put together as many as possible of the hanging varieties that we like to grow to show our attendees what we feel is just great performing varieties. Although we all have our favorites, this is what we choose to grow in the spring. Here's a cool introduction from Duman. It's an Iconia type begonia, which is a big category. This one is called La Luna. I really like the dark foliage and the nice super bright white flowers. Here's a good example of a couple of our most popular cypress. We have the Nile Princess on the left and the Little Prince on the right. And you can see we put them for a display in water, and they'll be perfectly happy sitting in water for weeks and weeks to come. They're just a great plant and they love water. Here's our mum crop, or the start of our mum crop in early August. This is a reminder that think of us in the late spring when it's time for mum cuttings, because we can supply you with a full array from Jetaflora, Syngenta, Duman, FloweringPlants. We've got a very wide assortment for you. Everyone loves choices, so this year we have a nice array of Calatastic Calibrachoa from Westhoff, and in addition we'll have the Bloomtastics from Duman. So it's two whole series that are new this year for us. Okay, I want to show you why we love alocasia so much. You often see these in big planters. For example, downtown Chicago, you'll see these alocasia, and this one seems to be the best performer for outside, along with Yucatan Princess. This one happens to be Portadora. It's just very friendly, grows nice and fast and full. Here's one of the biggest take-home messages from today. Is in our pricing this year, you will see that tags are on a separate line item. So if you want tags, they're going to come. That's a standard procedure. But if you don't want tags, you just tell your broker you don't want tags, and you won't get them, and you'll get a price reduction based on the fact that we have a separate line item for tags.